You know what time it is?
What's up, guys? How's everyone doing tonight? We have a lot to go through, so we're going to talk about South by Southwest. We're going to talk about Power Rangers, Buffy, Spider Man. We have a lot to talk about. So, how's everyone doing tonight? We got Josh in the house saying, "You know what time it is." We got Maddie saying, "Evening all." We got Nick saying, "What's up?" We got Rouge Demon Collect saying, "Hey yo, everyone, just popping in with significantly great news. Plus, my girlfriend, 5 years, Victoria. She said yes. Been engaged for that's congratulations, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. We got Pikeson Lady on Twitch. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. All right, so got a lot to get through. So I need to do some movie reviews. I am not prepared at all, but we are going to do them. Let me see. Okay, we'll take that off. So the first movie that I saw was, I guess we could do I Love Boosters. That was a weird movie. So we can pull that up. Yeah, this is basically the only picture for it. Okay. So yeah, this is kind of like a working stream. So we're going to be clipping some movie reviews. I figured I'd jump on here and talk to you guys while I am doing it. Let me add a media asset if I know how. Wait, that's background. Yep, that's background. Where's the assets? Okay. Okay, the logo's not on. Where do we add the assets? You're not in dual asset mode. Use the three-dot menu to customize how your assets look like. Interesting. Let's see. Video. Guys, give me 1 second. Oh, of course it doesn't come up. Give me 1 second, folks. Let's see if that works. Wow, that's right over. We are going to do this at the same time. So, yeah, image file. Let's try that. All right, I mean, I guess. Let's see if we can get that smaller. Guess I gotta scoot over. I think for the most part that'd be okay, right? All right, so we gotta do a movie review for I Love Boosters. That was a rough one. I mean, it's not a bad movie, but it's just like it was so different. Let me pull up I Love Boosters wiki. Go through the chat real quick before I start. Got Scott saying, "What's up? How you doing?" AZ is here. He's actually here. Joshua said, "Hey there, man. How you doing today, Daniel? Doing good." Also picked up 4 Lightning Collection figures at my local comic store. Awesome. I saw Scream 7, thought it was just okay. Yeah, that's pretty much where I was at. I picked up Dino Charge Blue, Dino Fury Green, Beast Morphers Red, and Red Ecliptor. Ooh, I forgot they made a Red Ecliptor. Don't forget to smash that like button, please. Thank you. Why is everyone obsessed with Buffy getting canceled? Are you excited about the news that come out today of Sonic the Hedgehog 4? It's weird for me because I was in the building with Sarah Michelle Gellar when she found out that Buffy was canceled. So it's kind of like why it's a little bit relevant. I was this close to interviewing her. This close. It's cut off on the top. Is it really? How about now? What's cut off? Oh, I see what you're saying. Let me see if I can fix that. Okay. That should work. That work? Did that good? What's the news about the Power Rangers reboot? We shall see. Next month, hopefully going to show my birthday and meet Hunter Dino and Blue Turbo Ranger Justin. I'm blanking on his name. I am too. Blake Foster. Got Voice of the Heroes in the chat. What's up, man? How you doing? Disregard was on my end. Just had to make the screen full size. Well, I moved it down, so that works out a little bit. So I just got to make sure I'm in the middle. I wonder if I can kind of like. That's fine. I know it's gonna mirror. It's gonna look weird. Maybe I should just. Yeah. Maybe I should put it down actually. That way, it doesn't cover my face in case it gets weird. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Are you excited about the news about the GI Joe reboot? Depends on what the news is exactly. So, I love boosters. Okay, how am I going to start this? Let me think. All right. I'll just talk. I think that's what I do best. I'll just talk. Is anyone else excited for Michael? Well, I'm excited for Michael. Excuse me. All right. It feels weird doing this live. Okay. Let's see. All right. I got to see Boosters. Oh, see, I already messed up. Okay. I got to see I Love Boosters early at South by Southwest, and that was an experience. Let's talk about it. Good intro. Welcome to the Legacy of Nerd. My name is Daniel, and we were at South by Southwest last week, and we got to screen a bunch of movies. And the first one that we got to screen was I Love Boosters. Now, this is a movie by Boots Riley, a very, very stylized movie. It's starring Keke Palmer, Naomi Eckel, Demi Moore. It has a all-star cast. Isa Gonzalez is in it, and if you guys know, she's a big fan cast for Wonder Woman. But seeing this movie, I really didn't know what it was too much it was about. So I knew that boosters were people that stole clothes from our designer clothes from stores. And it's starring Keke Palmer. So I was like, it's got to be good. It has to be more. Been watching her in Landman, and she has been amazing on there as well. Other cast members on there was Taylor Page and Poppy Lou. Now, if I remember correctly, I believe it is Taylor Page that is in Welcome to Derry, the It prequel series that is on HBO Max, and she did amazing on there as well. So the cast was excellent. Now, getting into this movie, it is wild. So, I think it starts off kind of starts off a very, very low on the totem pole, and then it just builds and builds and builds in the kind of the most just weirdest ways. The colors are a big thing in this movie, so it's actually part of the plot at some point. But it's just a colorful movie. The things that it introduces in this movie is crazy, because you would think that this is a movie just about women stealing designer clothes and them trying to get at the big corporate big houses, but it's way more than that. It goes sci-fi, it goes a little horror. It has a lot of elements to this movie. Now, the weird part about this movie is that it has all these different things that is cram-packed into it, but it somehow flows okay. It's just, I do not know if this movie is going to be the type of movie that is going to do well mainstream. I know they really want it to do well mainstream. It's just it's so particular, and I think it's one thing. I think cinephiles, what do they call it, cinephiles are going to love this movie. It has a lot of different things going with it. It has CGI, it has animation, it has the dialogue is very interesting. The look of it is very interesting. The sets are very interesting, very interesting. The designs, the set designs, the looks, it's a lot of things going on at the screen at one time. Now, the performances in this are top notch, right? So Keke Palmer is excellent in everything that she does. I wouldn't say that she carries this movie, but she does. I mean, she does really, really well in this movie, and she's just a great actress. So I don't think I've ever seen a bad Kiki Palmer movie. Now, Taylor Page, Naomi Eckel, they are really good supporting actors or actresses to Kiki Palmer, because Kiki Palmer is clearly the lead in this movie, and they add like a colorful part of it, and I really liked it. Like they were very different in the types of characters that they were all playing, even though they all had similar interests, but they were very diverse in the way they were presented on screen. Demi Moore's performance was excellent in this. Demi Moore is just a top-notch actress as well. I just saw her on Landman, so I've seen her kind of be like a corporate exec. So we kind of seen her go again, be the corporate exec, and she did amazing in this as well. Now, Isa Gonzalez is interesting in this because she kind of plays like a goth tech genius in this. It's really weird, and while also being like super hip at the same time. And she's usually like the beautiful woman, the damsel in distress, or she's usually like the beautiful woman type in this movie, and she was very different in this movie. Had a lot of like complex dialogue in this movie, and I thought she did a really good job with it. Again, I had no issues with the performances of this, and like I said, the movie flows really, really well. It's just, I think the more you get into it, I think a lot of people are going to think like it's a weird movie, and it is a weird movie. And that's something that I do like about it. I just do not know how well it will do on the mainstream market. Like I said, there's different elements of it. I don't want to get too much into it, but like there's time travel, there's demons, there's Chinese sweatshops. Like there's just so much going into this movie. It's hard to explain it without spoiling this movie, because it goes every time you think you kind of know where the movie is going, it throws in like almost a new genre into it, and it's crazy. There's one actor in this movie, I believe he was in. Oh, I can't think of the movie that he was in, but Lakeith Stanfield, and the character that he plays is incredibly interesting. And yeah, but this movie, I definitely do think it's worth checking out. Do I think it's worth seeing in theaters? I think if you're a cinephile and you love movies and you love seeing stylized movies and different things, you are going to love this movie. If you are looking for, like, I don't know, if this just not you, or you're not, I would almost say like it's artsy. If you're not into artsy movies, I don't know if you're going to enjoy it, because it kind of has a lot of things going on, and you just have to see it. That's the thing. You just have to see it. It has very, very interesting direction. It was my first Boots Riley movie. I saw at the world premiere. They did the Q&A after. The actresses and the actors were very, very proud of this movie, and it looks like it was incredibly difficult to make. It looks like they were having issues like with finance and trying to get money in, but it seems to have a crap load of actors in it, like well-known actors in it. But yes, I would give it a B. I would give it a solid B. I had a fun time watching it. It was a very different type of movie. I didn't expect it, but overall, I had fun with it. So I overall give the movie a B. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Have you seen this movie? Did you get to see it in South by Southwest? If not, are you looking forward to seeing the movie? What do you think about the actresses in the movie? What do you think about their other things that they have done? Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and we'll see you all next time. We did good. We did a whole clip. All right. That was cool. We did a whole clip. We did good. Good job, guys. Good job. I'm proud of y'all. We lost viewers, but it's okay. It's okay. All right. What was the one I saw after? Was it Ready or Not? We saw Ready or Not. Guys, I almost want to show you some of the cool stuff I got for Ready or Not. Let me see. Do I have it on here? Oh, I do. I have the whole. So I got on the red carpet for Ready or Not. So let me get a screen graphic up for it. Okay. We gotta get. There's like a banner that's already made. That works. Well, what the heck? How do I get it up back on here? Oh, silly. Okay. My phone thought it said Siri. There we go. Okay, we got it. Do y'all want to see some behind the scenes stuff for Ready or Not that I got to do on the red carpet? It was my first red carpet, guys. My very first red carpet. Actually, let's go through the comments before we get started. Yes, I'm excited about Michael. Need my help? No, I should be good for the moment. I think I might do an open mic later on. So hold on. Buffy getting canceled was a good thing. I read the leaked script. Apparently, they said that leaked script was not right. Like that was not that. She said that that wasn't the final script. The fact that you got close to her is impressive. Thank you. Sucks. I was looking forward to it. Also, new Buffy. Exactly. They passed on Max Landis' treatment he had. Yeah, I reported on that. I've seen Michael before the movie came out in 1996. Okay. Oh, you're talking about the one with John Travolta? You got this, bro. Thank you. You mean cutie pants. That image looks too fruity. Which one? Oh, the I Love Boosters? Because you got to see the movie. Like Starburst, right? Yeah, you got to see the movie. That's the thing. Did you ever find out any of the Godzilla Power Ranger crossover toys yet? I didn't. I never found any of them. I never found any of them. Yeah, I found some of the bad clips, but that was it. My favorite movie with Demi Moore is A Few Good Men. That's a good movie. I'm getting tingles. You saw me do a video. I've never done a video live like that before. When will the Power Rangers cast be finalized? When we'll see. We'll see. Okay, let me get ready or not. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna show you guys um, some behind the scenes stuff before we do the video. So okay. Let me pull it up. Is it not gonna okay. All right, guys. We are here. So this is behind the screen, behind the scenes of my red carpet. Let me see if I can play a little bit. So I was at the end. So I do got an interview with Radio Silence, the directors of Radio or Not. They were also the directors for Scream 5 and Scream 6. They were supposed to do I think they were supposed to do Scream 7. They dropped out when Jenna Ortega and the other girl dropped out. I can't remember her name at the moment. But here, I'll give you guys a sneak peek. So I messed up. I was alone. I was by myself on the red carpet. And you'll see that I messed up the camera, but it'll be okay. I can edit it right. I got to edit it tomorrow. It's a little sneak peek on the red carpet. So that's a little bit of that. And then I got to talk to Sean Hottie. Now, I did get Sarah Michelle Gellar on my camera. So hold on. So this is me talking to Sean. Hold on. I think we can play the whole thing. There's no audio? Is there no audio? I wonder if it's because I have the headphones on. Here. Oh, thank you. All right. So this is me talking to Sean Hottie.
Hi.
Hi.
Daniel with the Legacy of Nerd. So I was wondering, what is it like going from the show like The Pit with an excellent cast to Ready or Not again with an excellent cast?
Oh man. Well, style-wise, it's a little different, you know.
So I got Sarah Michelle Gellar in
terms
there.
of The Pit, it's so medically influenced that the performance becomes very grounded, but it's locked into the medicine. With this, it's like, oh, here we get to create a character, we get to sort of understand the dynamic between his twin and all of what that looks like. So it's these guys are just incredible. You know,
Let's talk about the directors there.
Collaboration and their style, their sense of music, their sense of
see, he's hearing her talk about him behind the scenes. He's trying to focus.
All the great food you and I eat, and you said
pizza. And then she said any kind. I said it doesn't matter.
Oh, I got that. I got that. How dare you?
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
So yeah, and then I was supposed to get Elijah Wood, and it just never happened. So sad. But it was cool. It was a cool moment. It was a cool learning experience. First time being on the red carpet for sure. So do Ready or Not 2. That comes out tomorrow. Yeah. We gotta do a video on this one. Let's Ready or Not 2. Okay. Oh, gotta do a review. Y'all see me work. It's like behind the scenes. It's odd. It's odd. You got some people on Instagram too. I see someone on Instagram. We got Real Golden Cody Arota. Hey, Legacy, serious question for you. When you travel, for some of your content, is it hard for you and your family? It can be. It can be for sure. Definitely hard being away from the baby a long time. All right. Gotta do another review. Ready or Not 2. All right. Where's my intro for this? Okay. See, Samara Weaving returns for Ready or Not 2. Here I Come. She brings Catherine Newton, Sarah Michelle Gellar with her. Can she survive? I think we can do that. Let's see. You look tired. I am tired. Do you think John Hamm could have been in Bison instead of? I think David Dastmalchian is going to be a really good casting. I think that's low key going to be one of the best castings in the movie. Just give him a chance. Okay. Let me see. Let's try this. Oh, yeah. We'll do it this way. We got to see an early screening of Ready or Not 2, Here I Come at South by Southwest. Does it live up to the original? And can Samara Weaving survive another sequel? Let's talk about it. Cool. Sorry, she plays Grace and Faith. Okay. And the Danforth twins. Okay. Welcome to the Legacy of Nerd. My name is Daniel. We got to see an early screening of Ready or Not 2, Here I Come at South by Southwest. Actually, it's going to come out this Friday. We're recording this on Thursday night. So by the time I get this out, it'll already be in theaters, and many people have already seen it by then. But we actually got to hit the red carpet for this one. So thank you, South by Southwest, for letting us talk to Sean Hotsey. We got to talk to the directors, Radio Silence, Matt and Tyler. So we got a little bit of insight on this movie before we got to see it. We almost got to interview Sarah Michelle Gellar. That would have been really cool. We almost got to interview Elijah Wood. That would have been cool. But unfortunately, they ran out of time. So yeah, and they had to do the world premiere. See, we're gonna have to do edits. Okay. So I just saw the original movie like a couple of weeks ago. I had never seen it, and it's your kind of typical survival final girl movie, but Samara Weaving is really good on it. It kind of takes that idea of a hide and seek movie and like takes it up to the extreme. So she is trying to survive the night. Um, I don't want to spoil it too much if you haven't seen the original. I mean, I think if you're watching this one, you've probably seen the original, but the original movie, we have a family that are devil worshippers, and they have to make a sacrifice to continue their life of lavish lifestyle, luxury, and wealth. So, yeah, they are taking it all out on Samara Weaving's character, Grace, who just married into the family. And basically, it's tradition whenever someone marries into the family, they have to play a game and they draw. And this one was hide and seek, and this was the only one that had to deal with sacrifice. So it was kind of crazy. But by the end of the movie, she survives it, and the rest of the family just combusts because they lost the game. So we are starting here at the sequel, Ready or Not To, which takes place minutes after the first movie. And I'm having issues with this one. I have to do some edits. All right. So adding to the cast on this one are Sean Hotsey and Sarah Michelle Gellar. They play the Danforth twins. They are the new, I want to say, well, they're definitely villains, but the new antagonists of this movie, and they are leading the new game. Elijah Wood enters this movie as the attorney lawyer, very mysterious. He kind of keeps on doing this thing like, Hail Satan. It's pretty cool. And then they add Grace's sister, Faith, who is played by Catherine Newton, who is an estranged sister, comes in, and basically she's the emergency contact. So she shows up to the hospital, and then she gets wrapped up into the second game of Ready or Not. So this game, the difference between this game and the last game is a lot of this game takes place in the daylight. So you get to see a lot of the action really, really well. The first Ready or Not happened at night and was inside. It was dark. So you had that kind of like creepy feeling. This one is out and about. You have them running through like the field. You have people trying to take them out with pew-pews right there and then, open range. The action in this is really, really good. And there's a lot of moments in this that the audience was cheering. Again, it was a world premiere. Everyone's hyped. The cast is right there. So, you know, that's definitely added to the excitement of the movie. Samara Weaving is excellent in this. She's great. I really liked her in the first movie, but in this one, she's like, you can tell like she's had it, she's done, she knows what to do, she's surviving, she's going through it. She does really, really good in this one. Catherine Newton kind of brings like a fresh aspect because you have to have someone that is in the movie that has no idea what is going on to bring. So you have someone that watches the movie, you can relate to that movie that hadn't seen the first one. And I think she does that really well. And she adds a good team aspect to this movie as well. Sarah Michelle Gellar is great in this. And it's kind of crazy because we're at the world premiere and then she came out for a Q&A. And then apparently right before she found out, or she came out for that Q&A, she found out that the Buffy revival series at Hulu had been discarded. Like they just weren't going to go forward with the series at all. So she came out and that had to be really tough. But in the movie itself, she does really good. She's playing a very wealthy socialite of a incredibly powerful family. She has her twin, Sean Hotsey, who's played by Sean Hotsey, who is like a really deranged, angry, violent guy that it gets worse and worse as the movie goes through. Yeah, there's a lot of good things in this movie. There's a lot of extra characters on this one. There's Nestor Carbonell as Ignacio. It does really good. Kevin Durant is in this. I don't want to ruin his little beat, but his little beat that he has is really good. Olivia Chang is in it. She does a really good job as well. And there's a bunch of side characters that I feel like everyone has their moment in this movie. And I do think it is worth seeing in theaters. I actually had a really good time watching it. And maybe because I just watched the first one, so I felt like I was just continuing the story from there. So definitely recommend watching the first one so you get introduced into everything that is going on. But one thing that I can appreciate about this movie is that it built upon the lore of the first movie. As I said, these are devil worshippers. So it kind of built upon some of the rules, some of the kind of behind the scenes that they are having with their worshiping cult, satanic cult going on there too. There's a lot of different aspects they introduced into it that I think could carry on into a third movie if they wanted to do it, whether they bring back Samara Weaving or any of the cast as well. So overall, I had a good time watching this movie. Again, I would give it a solid B. I think there's a lot to like here, and it has the typical tropes here. We have the final girl aspect. I just think some of the action was really good. I think some of the deaths were creative. And I, especially coming off of Scream 7, where I felt really bored, this one kind of like made me more excited to watch it. So definitely had a good time watching this. Definitely recommend seeing this at theaters if you want to go to the theaters this weekend. Do I think it's okay to wait until streaming? Absolutely. I mean, honestly, most of these things are okay to see until streaming, but it is definitely worth seeing. So let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Did you guys see the movie? What do you guys think about it? What did you think about the cast? This cast was really good. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that hype button, and I'll see y'all next time. Okay, we did okay. We got another one. We're working. We're only 33 minutes in too. So do some comments. Do you think Joaquin Phoenix should be the true Doctor Doom? No, not Joaquin Phoenix. Have you seen Street Fighter? Yes, I have. Greetings. What's going on? How are you doing? You should get some sleep after this live stream. I definitely should. I heard Ready or Not 2 is supposed to be like a comedy. It definitely is. Yeah, it definitely is like a comedy horror movie. For sure. Okay. So then I saw Pretty Lethal. I actually really like this movie. Let's see. Let's see if we have a movie banner for this one. Oh, he's holding a gun. Okay. That'll work. We'll use this one. Okay. Oh my God. I gotta change the format. Give me a second, folks. We'll get to the Power Ranger stuff, I promise. We will get to it. Image file. There you go. There you go. Pretty Lethal. All right, let me put up the page so I can refer to it. Let's see. Do you think the MCU is now limited to just Avengers movies and Spider-Man movies, or majority of the works post-Endgame? Oof. It's actually a really good question. Really good question. Okay. Gotta do another one. I have a question. Sure, ask your questions. And I'll get back to them as soon as we're done clipping. We're done clipping. Gotta get an intro for this one. All right. We'll just talk. We'll just try talking. How that. Oh, yeah. I don't like that question. That is like the worst question. Not going to lie, Nick. I do not like that question. All right. I do those things when I am in the mood for it. And then the one thing about them is I do not like to be asked about that. So that is my one thing, because I feel that then becomes expected. And when it becomes expected, I don't like to do it. Okay. I'm doing pretty good so far, just kind of talking. So usually kind of get in my head a little bit more. You guys are seeing behind the scenes. There's a lot of anxiety sometimes, like making videos. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We got to see an early screening of Pretty Lethal at South by South. Okay. We got to see an early screening of. We got to see an early screening of. See, this is where I get the anxiety. Behind the scenes, guys. Behind the scenes. All right. We got to see an early screening of Pretty Lethal at South by Southwest. We got killer ballerinas. We got Uma Thurman. What can go wrong? Let's talk about it. Welcome to the Legacy of Nerd. My name is Daniel. And like I said, we got to see an early screening of Pretty Lethal at South by Southwest. Now, this is going to be coming on. What is this one coming on? Hulu? No, this one's coming on Amazon Prime Video. This will be coming on Prime Video, I think later this month, and stars Uma Thurman, Maddie Ziegler. We got Lana Condor. We got what's her name? Millicent Simmons, Iris Apatow, Avantika, Michael Culkin. There's a lot of good things going on in this movie. So basically, where this movie starts, we have a troupe of ballerinas, and they are on their way to. They are on their way to an international place. I cannot remember at this moment. I want to say it's like Bulgaria or something like that. But they are on their way to like this huge international ballerina competition. And on their way, the bus breaks down and they stop at a hotel that is run by former ballerina Uma Thurman, who has maybe some mysterious ongoings in her personal business life as well that she is trying to hide. Now, what the good thing about this movie is like the dancing in this is really crazy. Like I have to say that it seems like every single actress in this movie is an actual ballerina. Now, I know there's probably stunt doubles and they use camera tricks to make it look like these were the actresses, but if not, the ballerinas that they had as stunt doubles were excellent. Like it just seemed like we were watching a true professional ballet at some points of this movie. And I have to say, in that stuff, it was really, really good. What I have to say about this movie overall, it is incredibly creative. So the premise of this movie is that the ballerinas are in this hotel and they have to survive. Now, the idea is that the ballerinas are such superb athletes that their bodies themselves are weapons. And they really show the creativeness in the movie. And I thought it was crazy. Now, the first kill in this movie was like, whoa, because it was a real stunt double doing this move with her leg that was extraordinary. And the end result was just like, whoa, it was nuts. So there was a lot of good things to like in this movie. Maddie Ziegler, I would say she's sort of the lead because I want to say all the girls are leads for the most part, but Maddie Ziegler definitely comes out in front of all of them the most, and she does a really good job. She plays kind of like a from the streets. She's, in this ballet troupe full of very rich girls, and she's kind of the odd one out. She's gone through some stuff, which is very obvious. And she is the one basically trying to lead the rest of the girls. Like, we have to survive and we have to do what we need to do to survive. And she does a really good job in doing and presenting that. Now, the second actress in this one, Lana Condor, she plays Princess. She's our rich, spoiled brat. And she's good. And she's a good off-center to have to Maddie Ziegler's character, which I have to look up real quick, which is Bones. They all go by nicknames in this movie. So she's a good offset to that character because you have Maddie Ziegler's Bones, who's very grounded, and then you have Lana Condor's Princess, who is very just very extra. She's just a very extra person. Everything needs to be done her way, right then, there, and there. She expects everything to be done for her. And it's just, she's definitely not someone that you like at the beginning of this movie. But the progression of the character, you can definitely appreciate that as well. The other girls in this movie as well, we have Aventika as Grace. She sort of plays like this, I want to say kind of like a preachy, church girl who is very, very innocent. That something that happens to her very early in the movie that makes her incredibly funny throughout this movie. And yeah, she's just really good comedic relief through this movie, and she does a really good job in that as well. Then we have Millicent Simmons. She's a deaf actress. She's actually deaf in real life, who plays a deaf character as well. She's kind of like our baby in the movie. And I don't want to say she doesn't do too much, because she does a lot, but half of the movie she's kind of oblivious to what is going on. So you have to see the movie, because there's a pretty funny reason for that. And I think it kind of works into how the pacing of the movie and having too many characters on screen at one time. Now, the one that stands out the most in this movie is Uma Thurman. Uma Thurman is just always crazy good. And in this movie, you just believe that she is the bad guy in this, and she is absolutely going to get whatever she is trying to get done. It's almost okay. I guess I can reveal a little bit of this, but it has a gangster aspect of it to it. And she comes in, and you can clearly tell that the other gangsters are scared of her. And I think that would be the case in real life, because Uma Thurman is like can be incredibly imposing as an actress. So it was really cool to see her in such a different type of role, because usually I think always Kill Bill, right? Like she's our action star, or Poison Ivy, where she's kind of like, a sympathetic villain at first that gets kind of more crazy along the line. But here, she's just straight up bad. But there is something, I think, a redeeming quality that she plays really well into it. But it's more concerning about her and her selfish wants and desires than it is caring about other people. But you'll have to see the movie to see what I'm saying. I had a lot of fun watching this movie, just because it was incredibly creative, and some of the things that they were doing with the ballet. Now, of course, some of this is just ridiculous, right? Like, you have ballet dancers surviving against multiple trained gangsters that are out to get them. But the way that they went about it, I just thought it was really cool. The athleticism in this movie, I thought was really cool. And the overall, it just flowed really well. The comedic points hit really well. And I had a fun time watching it. This is not going to come out in theaters. This is going to be on Prime Video. It's going to be an easy watch. You have nothing to watch on a Friday night, Saturday night, Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This is a great movie to put on. You're going to be entertained. You're going to see great performances. You're going to see great action. And I just think it's a lot of fun. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Did you get to see it earlier at South by Southwest? Are you excited for this movie coming out? Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and we'll see y'all next time. Cool. Yes, Pulp Fiction. Yes. But you got to remember, I don't have a list in front of me while I'm doing it. Just trying to talk. We're clipping. What's up? What's up, Archer? Hey, everyone. We're clipping. We did 3 movie reviews so far. Okay. And Saturday we saw Brian. And then we saw, I gotta check the embargoes on this. I'm pretty sure embargo's lifted on Brian. I guess we can talk about Peyton Elizabeth Lee now. You guys want to talk about that interview that I had with her? I wonder if I still just have it on here and I don't have to. I do. Okay, we'll watch an edit that I have not released. How about that? We got Power Ranger Donnie. Hello, Daniel. Hope everyone's well on this final day of winter, despite Comcast and Universal exiting the First Front's education business. What's up, Daniel Romano? What's going on? And discontinuing the Power. Oh yeah, that's been around for a while. I feel like I announced that. Did you hear a new update for the PS3? Sony updated the ACs. Oh, I haven't heard any of that stuff. Did anyone see the anniversary of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Yes, So the cool thing about that was that's all being done through Fathom Entertainment and Saga Arts, and they contacted us, so we got to promote that a little bit. It was pretty cool. They sent us trailers, and we got to post them, and royalty free. It was cool. Uma Thurman's all. Never mind. Oh, not much. How you doing? Pretty good. We're doing movie reviews right now. I'm clipping everything. Technically, I'm working. So you guys are just kind of along with the ride. You guys are seeing behind the scenes anxiety I get while filming. So yeah. But yes, we can watch a little bit of my Peyton Elizabeth Lee interview if you guys want. Or yeah, we'll do a little bit of that. Let me do that real quick. Okay. All right. So take this out.
But one thing for Peyton in particular, but one thing I've been
Oh,
hearing is become
I pulled the wrong one. I wanted to show you guys the. Is this it? Yep. I wanted you guys to see the. So the raw. I'm going to show you guys the raw footage. Okay.
All right. How are you guys doing today?
Doing well. How are you?
Doing good. My name is Daniel. I am from the Legacy of Nerd. I hail from San Antonio, Texas. So I believe I will be seeing you guys in Austin later.
It's happening
week
to
at
Power
South by
Rangers reboot.
Southwest.
Adult characters hopefully will come.
Gosh, amazing.
So you guys want to see the Power Rangers part?
This movie, Brian, was such a fun watch. I was laughing during it. I got mad during it. I got sad during it. What was it like working on this movie, and how fun was it working on this movie?
Oh my gosh. I mean, it was so amazing. Like literally being on that set, it's seriously one of the most collaborative sets that I've ever been on personally. I really love the way Will and everybody else on the production really let us kind of play.
You guys don't want me to play the Power Rangers part? Let's see if I find it.
And really just kind of immerse ourselves in the world and the character.
Now this full
and
interview is on.
Definitely not somewhere that I
Now,
would particularly be like, oh my gosh.
I think the good part of it, or the thing to look at this is the reactions of when I ask.
Like,
okay, so look at their
so
reactions
when
I
did
ask.
the Disney tour right after the movie, and one of our stops was Oklahoma, so I was like the perfect tour guide.
You're like,
Took
there's
everyone
this
to
like ocean
Cheever.
restaurant.
This is Achievers. This is Peretz. But yeah, no, it's just so amazing. But yeah, I definitely think I learned that you can make some amazing friends on sets like these. So yeah, and I think that definitely happened for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think like for me, all the work that I did at Disney was like very much centered around like kids having fun and building relationships, and then kind of allowing those relationships to like come across on screen. Yeah. And I feel like that foundation of building off-screen relationships so that the on-screen relationships feel authentic and dynamic and realistic, I think that has been helpful with everything that I've done. And I think this film is no exception, because there is such like a fun dynamic cast, and so getting to like develop relationships with all of them that then you get to see like little snippets of on screen, I think is really fun and rewarding.
That's amazing.
For sure.
Now, Joshua, you played a very iconic character as Hook in Disney on Descendants before. Yeah. And then, of course, Peyton, you played iconic characters. But one thing I've been hearing has been coming up for Peyton in particular is that she is up for the role of the Red Power Ranger in the Disney Plus Power Rangers reboot. Are you able to talk on any of that, possibly?
Can I tell you, I don't know anything about that. So anything that is going on is not within what I know of. So
okay.
So if that's happening,
look at Joshua Colley.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll cue me into this.
That'd be awesome.
But you should call them about that.
I can tell. I think you need to lead the brigade on that. I'm looking in the background. I'm seeing a lot of Power Ranger, and I'm like, you could be the one to make the change, right?
You should call them up and tell them.
That'd be awesome. Now, one thing about this,
so
it kind of all, without doing too much spoilers, we are climaxing at.
What do you guys think for that? Let me know what you guys think. Because That was weird. Why is it putting me all small? I don't know why I'm all small. Let's see. There you go. There you go. What did you guys think about that? I'm curious. I got some things. Not like San Diego. Not like San Diego. Yeah. So okay. Oh, do you guys want to see William H. Macy? Let's see if I can find it. Oh, it's a screenshot. Guys, I got to interview William H. Macy and Ben Wang in an interview. I haven't released this at all yet. I don't think I've showed anyone this. No, y'all be the first one to see it. So this is the exclusive to this one. So let me play it.
Okay.
But I quite enjoyed. My favorite part was the sort of, you watch through the movie, Brian has a sort of a moment with this revolving large ensemble cast. And so
It was kind of weird having William H. Macy in this movie because he's in it for like maybe a total of 2 minutes.
With them, and then someone new would come in, including Bill. And that was one of my favorite days. And it truly was.
You didn't have to say that.
I know I didn't, but I will. I will, Bill. Because
I'm wrong. You did have to say that.
What about you, Mr. Bill? What was it like working on or being a part of this movie?
It's I've done a lot of these where you come in there briefly.
I can't believe I interviewed William H. Macy. Isn't that insane?
I played Ben's psychiatrist, and
I don't know if he would do it. You have to see this movie, and I think this is where
when Ben was
where he's sort of going now.
We had a good time. It's really well directed. He was a good, strong director, and there was enough time that we could do the scene several times and try a couple of things that didn't work and refine the things that did work. It was a full day. It was just one day, right, Ben?
Yeah.
It was one day. Yeah.
So we had our talking to do, but
so that is you guys got a little bit of the exclusive there with Ben Wang and William H. Macy. And I do ask about Mystery Men, so that is cool as well. The Shoveler. Yep. Maddie gave me that idea, and I asked him about Mystery Men. Yep. It'd be funny if she doesn't generally know what about that at all. I mean, you have to look at the reactions of it. I mean, she definitely knew about the rumor. So, yeah. I don't even know if I want to do a Brian review. Yeah, let's try and do it. Let's try and do a Brian review. Okay. Maybe we should just do, because Sunday only, I'm pretty sure Sunday I only saw one. No, I didn't see any movies. So I saw Brian, Mike, Nick, and Alice, and then I saw They Will Kill You. What did I see before? I saw something before They Will Kill You. No, I didn't. I was going to go see Basic, but I didn't end up seeing Basic. I got on the Basic red carpet. What did happen on Monday? Oh, Forbidden Fruits. I saw Forbidden Fruits, and then I went out to go do the Basic red carpet. Okay. How many movie reviews we done so far? 3? I think we'll do one more, and then we'll do Power Rangers. Okay. We'll do Brian. Okay. I did watch the Oscars. I did watch the Oscars. Okay. All right. You got to see Brian early. All right. Thanks to South by Southwest, we got to see Brian Early starring Ben Wang. And I got to say, this may be one of the best movies I've seen in about a year. Let's talk about it. Welcome to the Legacy of Nerd. My name is Daniel. And yes, we got to see Brian early because of South by Southwest. We actually got sent a screener about 2 weeks before South by Southwest, and we got to interview some of the cast as well. We got to interview Peyton Elizabeth Lee, Joshua Colley, Ben Wang, and the amazing, incredible William H. Macy. So hopefully the William H. Macy, Ben Wang interview will be out by the time this interview is posted. But of course, the Peyton Elizabeth Lee and Joshua Colley is posted as well. And yes, we do talk about Power Rangers, but there is a lot to like about this movie. So the movie stars Ben Wang as Brian. Now, Brian Ballard, it's very important to say Ballard, but he has I guess Brian is the best way to describe him is he is a kid with severe impulse emotional issues that he is trying to control. So he acts out. He is very, very impulsive in, expressing his emotions that he seems to have very little control of, and there's a lot of triggers for him, but a lot of the ways that he reacts is inadvertently funny, at least to the audience. Now, the people on screen, they seem to know what Brian is going through and have understanding. So a lot of people around him have a lot more patience than you think most people would have, but it seems like he's in a small town, or at least in a small community, and they all know Brian, and they all seem to kind of understand, for the most part, how to deal with him is the best way. Now, Ben Wang's performance in this movie is incredible. Some of the things that he does, like the way that he talks, the way that he reacts, the situations he gets himself into, it's always incredibly entertaining. I was telling the cast that this movie made me happy, sad, funny, laughing, mad at some points. And this movie really has something for everyone. The only thing I don't think this movie really has is like action, which is incredible because I didn't know Ben Wang had this sort of lead into other types of roles, because we've seen him in the Karate Kid Legends, we've seen him in The Long Walk, and that's kind of where my list of Ben Wang's performances end. But seeing him in a big dramatic role was incredibly surprising and refreshing to know that this big action star can also just have such big range as well. Now, there's other characters in this movie and other actors that make it so wonderful. One of the most standout characters is Randall Park. Most standout actors is Randall Park as Brian's dad. This guy is incredibly funny. You can tell they were doing a lot of ad lib and improv moments in this movie, and you can see at the end during the bloopers that they definitely were. And some of the things that comes out of Randall Park's mouth is just, what? Like, are you serious? A lot of good deadpan one-liners cut to the next scene. Was just like, what did he just say? Added Edie Patterson, who plays Randall Park's wife and Brian's mom. She does the same thing as well. A lot of great one-liners, a lot of great kind of continuous rants that were really good. I very much enjoyed that as well. Now, Joshua Colley is in the movie, and he plays Brian's newly best friend that Brian has no idea why he's his friend. And he adds like this bright ray of sunshine to the movie, which is like incredibly surprising because it's the rest of the movie, because Brian is just so down and negative, but to have Joshua Colley's character like offset that, it just works. It does really well. He just kind of plays like the opposite end of Brian. Obviously Brian is still the lead character of the movie, but Joshua does a really good way of like adding to that, but also offsetting it. Like every time Brian kind of gets worked up, Joshua is on the other hand, like making some sort of joke or just having some sort of like happy reaction to it. It's really good. Now, William H. Macy's in this movie, and it's funny because we interviewed him, but he's in the movie for like 2 minutes. And you can see he did a lot of ad lib too, and a lot of improv. And you'll see that he plays the therapist of Brian. A lot of good comedic points of this movie. This movie centers around Brian. I don't want to spoil it too much, but doing something that is very incredibly social, and which is very, very challenging for Brian because when he gets in super high intense settings, that's when he tends to act out and have his emotional outbursts, and where he says things that he regrets, or even maybe like does things that he regrets, right? And to see him trying to triumph that, trying to get through that, is quite entertaining. Now, I have to say, out of all the movies that I saw at South by Southwest, this is my favorite. This is my favorite movie. There were so many action movies. There were scary movies, horror movies, but Brian was probably one of the most, I don't know. It was just one of the ones that you could connect to the most. I think there was something for everyone in this movie. I think there's a lot of things that they touched on that are probably difficult in kids' lives these days. I am not a kid anymore, but even just like looking back at those days in high school, that there's things that you can connect with as well. Being that age, or even just being the parent of Brian as well, or the friends, right? Like there was things for everyone there. Incredibly funny cast, incredibly charming cast, great performance by everybody in this movie. Again, this was my favorite movie of South by Southwest. Not entirely sure when it's going to come out for mass audiences. I really hope it does well on mainstream. I can see it really picking up in the movie, picking up well. It has a lot of like perks of being a wallflower, but not so incredibly intense as that movie. I want to say lighthearted, but just definitely much more, it just flowed in a different wave of that, but it was very similar to that movie as well. Also, Election with Reese Witherspoon and Matthew Broderick, there's a lot of similarities to that movie as well. But if you got to see the movie, if you got to see the movie early, let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. Is this movie something that you're looking forward to? There's a lot of actors here that people like in this movie. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and we'll see y'all next time. All right. And Instagram disconnected while we were doing that. So you saw me like pause for a second, but yeah. Did Brian? I think we can do the rest another night. Let me see when Mike, Nick, and Alice comes out. Let me see. There you go. Oh, comes out next week. Okay, maybe we can do another one of these, and we got Mike, Nick, and Alice. We got Forbidden Fruits. I saw I Am Pirate King with Rob Riggle, and then we saw They Will Kill You. So we got 4 movies. I think we did 4 reviews tonight. I think that's really good. I guess what I could do is I could open the link, and we can talk a little bit about Power Rangers if you guys want to. It's totally up to you guys. All right. Maybe, we'll do that. We'll open the link, and then we'll get the Entertainment Weekly thing out for Power Rangers. How about that? I think we'll only let a couple people on at a time. If I can find the link. Where's the link? Ah, there it is. Okay. Oh, are you on? Are you like backstage? Okay. Oh, this is where I'm going to need my earphones. Okay. Tap, tap. It's on the wrong ears. That's not. This is. Okay. All right. Let's get. Present. Share screen. We got Maddie. You there? Oh, it's because I got to turn on this thing. There we go. How you doing, man?
Tired. You?
I'm exhausted. But we got 4 clips tonight. We did good. We'll probably have to do another stream. I don't know when They Will Kill You come out. But we did 4 movie reviews. Either way, we did good. So
Yeah, that was a lot.
yeah, that was a lot of work. It was kind of easier doing it this way or not, because I didn't like. I think when I'm like filming like this, like in the front of the camera, I get more in my head, and I felt like I flowed a little bit better than I normally do.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just a little bit. All right, let's see if anybody else is jumping on.
Did you find that link I was talking about?
Well, I found the link. Did I post the link? I posted a link.
I was about to say I put it in the.
Were you backstage?
No, I put it in the.
Our
Instagram.
group chat. Our group chat.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The
Gotcha.
member group chat.
Gotcha.
I put it in there earlier.
That works. Okay. We'll see. I have it authenticate, so it might be hard for people to jump in. Oh, no, I don't. I guess people don't want to jump in. We'll give it a couple extra minutes. Let me see. That is not it. That is not going to work. It's a little dog. Let's see. Might have to make another little. Oh, there we go.
There it is.
Let's get rid of this little puppy. Okay. So many ads all the time. Surprised nobody else wants to jump up. Everybody just wants to talk about Power Rangers.
I know. I did a stream about a month ago, and like nobody wanted to get on.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I guess it's kind of late.
Yeah,
You got
it is.
General Kenobi in the chat. What's going on, buddy? Let's see who else joined in.
What's up, Jose?
I'm waiting for the Demoness and Legend of the White Dragon to come out in theaters. What is Demoness? We got Power Animal saying Ayo. I'm glad my number 1 movie 2025 won 2 Oscars, K-pop Demon Hunters. Cool. Yeah, the Oscars seems like it was a little bit of a mess. Hold on.
Oh, really?
My daughter's crying. Let's see if my wife gets her. Ooh, she's coming out.
What's going on, Power Ranger Donnie?
What's up? I'm surprised Daniel Romano won't jump on. We got Mean Green Queen saying Halo Legacy. I just dropped the link, guys. Y'all look through the chat. It's there. Y'all can jump on and be on here if you want. We can do a discussion. We have to do a video and then do a discussion, but we can do a discussion and then do the video. We're just knocking out content tonight. Oh, it's funny because it's by the end of these streams, my hair is just always incredibly messed up because I keep on doing that over and over. Oh,
Mine just gets more oily.
Yeah. Look at this guy. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. It's been a while. I think you've been on it before, right? You were on one of the anniversary streams or something.
I was on when what was it? Jason's anniversary.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
when I was on.
we kind of discontinued that event, but haven't had. Oh, I don't think I've opened the stream up for a while. It's been a while for sure.
Been a long
No,
time.
but it's nice that you did, and glad to be here. It's been that was the only other time I've been on. So
Yeah, I think that might have been the last time I've done it. So it's very possible. I'm gonna make this a little smaller. Okay, but it didn't even do it. So whatever. Okay. All right. Let's see. DJ in the house. You would sup? Hope the suits of reboot look like those. Interesting.
I don't hate it.
I don't either, but I have a feeling it will be in between what we've had, the spandex, and in between what we had in the 2017 movie. I think it's gonna be somewhere in between there.
Or do
Not
you
because I've
think
heard anything, just because I think that's kind of where it'll land.
Right.
Yeah.
Not because I've heard anything. Just
Wouldn't mind seeing.
What's up, DJ? Or DG? How you doing, man?
How you been? How you been?
Good, good. I think you have me playing in the background so I can hear my echo.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yep, I hear you
There we
good.
go.
And I don't
Okay,
hear the
yeah,
echo.
sorry about
which
that.
works. No, it's good. It's good. All right, so we can start a little bit of roundtable discussion. We can do it for about 15 minutes if you guys are cool with that.
oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's fine. I just popped in for a little bit because I just finished my game stream. So
Oh,
I just
okay, cool,
popped in
cool.
to- I just popped in to say what's up. Hey, Romano.
Cool.
How
Oh,
you doing?
appreciate it,
What's up,
man.
TG? Good, how are you?
Yeah.
And I've been working on costumes and stuff, so that's why I had to pause a little bit. I had to wash my hands and everything.
Nah, you
so.
guys are good. All right, guys. So we got the announcement from Entertainment Weekly today. Now we have had we had some of the Penguin Random House put up the descriptions of the comic books before, specifically with the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers new relaunch book, and we got hints that it was going to be, them as an older team, like returning as Power Rangers. We got the looks of this before today as well, but we got a little bit some more details today from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Entertainment Weekly article. Now, this article goes over, well, it gives us a new image, and the new image we see of the 5 Rangers here. One thing that I noticed about the art in this one is that they don't have all 5 Rangers seemingly standing up next to each other in any of the art that we've seen so far. They've all been like in these, someone's at the very bottom, so someone is inadvertently always getting cut out. It's usually the Yellow Ranger or the Pink Ranger. So I don't know if that's intentional or that's just the style of the artist. I just noticed that because I've been trying to make thumbnails and edits and news images, and they keep on cutting out at least 1 or 2 of the Rangers, which I think is interesting. So I believe the artist is going to be Andrew Lee Griffith. So apparently this is the way that he likes to present, which, I mean, I guess it might look good in the book, but it's always keep on cutting off when you are presenting these images on different mediums. So overall, with the looks of the suits, what do you guys think about the looks of the suits so far?
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either. I think it's interesting. Yeah. There's some nitpicking to it, I would say, for me. The belt, I'm not super into the belt here. Now, I don't know if we don't have it here, but that very first image that we saw, the Red Ranger's helmet, looked weird. But this one looks better, and this one looks better as well. But we can kind of get like an idea here. They kind of got the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger in the movie inspired colored blaster. They got the 2-tone. One thing that I think is interesting here is that every time we see kind of like a reinvention of the suit, they kind of always look like the Bat in the Sun suits. With that kind of like armored grid that kind of got the poly, I don't know what to call it, but kind of like the way the Bat in the Sun suits sort of have like the lines and the trails on the suit. Or the piping, that's the way to say it. The piping on the suit. This one I think this one's a little bit more original in the reinvention of the suit. But yeah, what do you think, Daniel?
That truth be told, I haven't read a comic since Soul the Dragon, but design wise, they do remind me of the 95 movie a little bit, like like with the diamond thing. So I don't hate it. So I mean, it's pretty cool. So
what about you, DG?
No, I don't hate it either. I mean, honestly, like in my opinion, sometimes when you do things a little bit differently, it's not too bad. I mean, I'm all for looking at anything new. I mean,
Right.
if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. But for the most part, I'm pretty much open to anything that's that's new. And this one, I mean, it's not bad looking.
I don't think it's bad looking. I think they're obviously, people are saying like, why do they always have to, emphasize the diamond on the chest? It looks more like a tooth to me, or at least the pattern that they're trying to do, which I think is interesting. Kind of going back to, I think that always the thought was that they were teeth, kind of like that in the original Jew Ranger stuff that was surrounding their suit. So I think they're kind of emphasizing that. I do. At first, I didn't know how I felt about the two-tone, but I actually do like the two-tone. The darker color going down the sides of the legs and on the shoulders and a little bit on the chest as well. I think that looks good. But I think my biggest thing is just the way that belt looks. It just looks like an empty Batman belt, like a bat belt. Looks empty.
Yeah.
Like that's just kind of my thing to it. And maybe it's because the circular in the middle. I kind of miss like the morpher being the quest, but maybe that is the new morpher, as far as we know. Maybe the new morpher could be
It probably
circular.
is.
It could be circular as well. So that's as well. So going after the suits, we now have our new villain, a familiar villain in Rita Rabiosa. Rita Rabiosa is
Wait, what?
Yep. Rita Rabiosa is a familiar foe from the past in a new form. So this looks like it's supposed to be a more cruel and vindictive than Rita Repulsa. Now, one thing that they point out here in the article is that this does take place after Mystic Force, and Rita Repulsa did become the Mystic Mother, and this takes place after that. So is this a new Rita? Is this a new Rita, or did the Rita continue to evolve after Mystic Force as well? So that's a big question for the movie or for the new comic book series as well. So I think the design looks pretty good. I think it seems like they take her back to kind of like an older witch,
Yeah. Well, hair more so, I guess.
Yeah. At the end of the comic, because she definitely has kind of like a more older witchy look to her. At the end of the Darkest Hour, like Rita Repulsa was hot, so like she was not that that original season 1 Rita that we had, and then going into Power Rangers Prime, she was young and hot there too. So like they were kind of getting away from that as well. So, what do you think, Maddie, about Rita Rabiosa and the new look for her and the new explanation that we got for her?
I thought it was a misprint when you first put that thing out, and I looked at that article. I was like, "No, hey, that's what it is."
Yeah.
I really don't know. I mean, I'm kind of curious to see how it tags along because it's so much like Rita Repulsa, but it's not.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see who this person is. Is it some kind of I don't know, being or someone from maybe the future, past, or alternate universe?
Or something I was thinking maybe something like Born from the original, like it split off, like our evil split off, maybe because she became Mystic Mother. So that I was kind of maybe thinking that as well.
Yeah, kind of like what they tied in with the Once and Always, that essence of evil still lingering out there.
Right.
And there's always that possibility.
That could be it as well. Yeah.
So it's gonna be very interesting, and not to jump ahead, but just the whole 10-year gap thing and the kind of the way they're looking, it really makes me curious how much they stole from the return.
That's a very good point. I think I brought that up in one of my posts before as well, but it kind of makes you think why they haven't done the sequel to The Return, because they had this ready or coming soon. I feel like Melissa Flores and the Boom Comics team, going back to probably San Diego, knew that this was ending and that this new iteration of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was coming up. Because I don't know if you guys have heard my reports, but like Amy Jo was really snippy at San Diego, like really snippy.
Oh, really?
And Matt Hodson was really snippy about the Return getting a sequel. It was very.
Amy, who else?
What do you
Matt
mean?
Hodson.
Like, were they? What do you mean by snippy? Like they were not happy about it, or they were happy?
You could
about
tell they were picking. Like the CEOs were off to the side. So there was a panelist, was Amy Jo Johnson, Melissa Flores, another writer, that did the Ranger Academy, and then Matt Hodson moderated the panel, who's Amy Jo's boyfriend and co-writer on The Return. And I remember at one point Amy Jo kind of said this thing was like, like this would be really good if we got to do The Return. And she would look over to the executives.
Okay.
She looked over to the executives. No, guess we're not getting it. Wow. And it was just like, it was just really like, it was kind of awkward how she was doing it at some point. Even Melissa Flores, like they were kind of asking a little bit about Power Rangers Prime, and it sounded like, I think this is probably around the time she found out they weren't going to continue with the series, because a lot of people think like this was the intentional end of the series, and no, like this was never meant to end at issue 16. Who ends at issue 16? They're always by 12 months, right? They either get canceled right there and there, and this is what happened with 16. It got canceled because they wanted to do the new series. So it kind of makes you think if they wanted to basically take their idea, see how it did, and then go from there. It's very curious about that. But Daniel, what do you think about Rita Rabiosa?
I got a lot of thought. Oh boy, this is gonna be harsh, but it's from repulsive to rabid. Just wow, your creativity there. Think about that. Wow, yeah. What a creative team. And the fact she's like, just it's Rita's back again. Great.
The look though,
it's cool, but I stopped reading after Shattered Grid, so it's like
I think a lot of people did. I mean,
so this is good.
I would say that Shattered Grid they did it too early. They shot their shot too early. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
It was that was the big thing that they always wanted to do. They did it, and then they didn't know where to kind of go. It didn't seem like they knew where they wanted to go after that.
I mean, this feels like that. They have no idea where to go. Like, just Rita's back. It's post Mystic Force. She's evil again. I think the casual readers will like this, but like just for me, I stopped after.
I mean, we're probably going to review it more than likely. Definitely start off. We start off with Power Rangers Prime, but we didn't. It was hard to get into. It was just incredibly slow. But DG, what do you think about Rita Rabiosa?
The name is interesting.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's like another, like, they're trying to like give us like another gimmick of Rita. Like, just stick to Rita Repulsa, man. You know, that's what we know. But you know, hey, I guess some change is okay. So
we shall see. Now they give a little bit more details on the story itself. Let me get to some of the stuff here.
On it.
Right there it goes. So let me see if it goes.
On it. There you go.
Okay, here you go. The continuity starts fresh in this new story involving Jason, Kimberly, Trini, Zach, and Billy returning as adults 10 years after retiring their morphers and going their separate ways. So what happened to them after Angel Grove? There will be noticeable differences in the timeline compared to the characters we met in the original TV series. Jason became a martial arts instructor, of course, and enjoys working with kids. Kimberly, however, remains in a strange place. After following her athletic passions to become a world-renowned gymnast, her dream career is coming to an end in her mid-20s, while all her friends are only just starting to achieve their dreams. That makes sense because most Olympians are retired like into their like early 30s. So Zach and Trini are both in public service. The veteran Black Ranger now as a public defender, fighting for those who can't fight for themselves, while the former Yellow Ranger becomes a diplomat. Details on the job will be revealed. As for Billy, he stayed behind in Angel Grove to train future generations of Rangers. There is now a need for the OG superhero quintet to reunite after all this time. Billy opens a portal to transport his old friends back to the command center to deal with a new threat that's both familiar, Rita Rabiosa, described as a new terrifying form to an old familiar foe. In this timeline, the original Rita Repulsa still went to become the Mystic Mother, a plot point from Power Rangers Mystic Force. This new Rita is not the same figure. Miss Rabiosa, who's more cruel and vindictive than Miss Repulsa, needs something from the Power Rangers in order to complete her secret mission. So I wonder if she's a completely different entity. That's interesting. And what of Tommy, the original Green Ranger? The first issue will tease the character's presence somewhere off in the background. He was meant to walk through Billy's portal with the others, but it didn't go as planned. So I'm guessing this is what's going to go into Power Rangers Green, that the other comic that there will be debuting as well. So taking a look at the new Rangers, at the new adult Rangers. I mean, that's what you guys expect. It's interesting. Now we have a see-through shirt. I guess that's sort of the style right now. I'm surprised they put it on there. We got Billy in high rises. Jason, Kimberly, or Jason, Trini, Zach, pretty much. I think that's kind of the style. It's funny. One of the I was looking at this style of Jason right here. Doesn't that look like him in Forever Red?
Mhm.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
They probably took it from that.
I actually like Trini's look.
Yeah, that makes. Well, she's a diplomat. So that makes
Yeah.
sense.
And I like Kim's look.
Yeah. Is that see-through pants there too? It kind of looks like it.
We see some crotches.
I mean, all the outfits look good. I mean, even Zach's looks good.
Yeah.
Billy's more casual now.
Yeah, but I like how Billy is always actually low-key the buffest ranger, but because he really was back then. Like David Yost was the most muscular.
He kind of
ranger,
was.
but they always hid it because they didn't want him.
Yeah.
But he was always the most. If you go look at old pictures with it, even like you see a little bit in season 3, but he is incredibly muscular back then. Like incredibly, I would say more than Austin St. John. Definitely more than any other Tommy and Rocky and Adam as well. So I just thought this looked really like Forever Red. That look right there. It looks like Kimberly's just kind of like living her life. She's ending her career probably as an Olympian, and she's trying to figure out.
I would have loved if they would have done it the Tanya Harding way, like Kimberly.
Blow out her knee, or someone destroy her kney, or something like that.
Like she hurt a other gymnast knees, and she had to retire from
yeah.
Just would have been a little more interesting to make her like that.
I think there's probably room to do different things on this. What I'm getting from this is
hilarious.
This is a new continuity. Like, this does not seem like this is a continuation of Darkest Hour. This seems like an entirely new thing from what I'm getting.
Stone Branch, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not that black and white of Jason you're showing right there. He looks Chinese.
Yeah, I get it. I think it's just they kind of all their eyes are the way their eyes are drawn.
No, I'm just talking about the white, the black and white part of it right above his head. Where it shows he looks kind of Chinese.
Interesting. But it's kind of interesting because Zach, wasn't he a lawyer, or what was he in Once and Always? Wasn't he an ambassador or something?
He was a congressman.
He was like in politics or something like that.
And then Trini, they never really said what Trini was doing.
No.
In the return, she was.
We didn't even get cousin Sylvia in that. That bummed me out. I'd like to know what she was doing. Remember Trini's cousin Sylvia?
I do not remember. You're pulling out deep cuts there.
She was in No Clowning Around, the one that she turned to cardboard by an octopus.
I think the funny thing is this is the only continuity. Billy is not the head of some sort of multinational corporation or multifaceted corporation. He's just training. Maybe he is. I don't know. But he's just training Rangers here. There's always like what they call it, Cranston Industries or something like that.
Yeah.
On every future version of Billy. But I think, it's a good place to start off. I think maybe the thought is when you get too deep in continuity, it's hard to bring in new readers if you're not Superman, Batman, or Spider-Man. So maybe they're just thinking we just start new and try to bring in new readers, especially with the reboot coming. I still think these suits are meant to are almost like kind of getting us new to a new design for Mighty Morphin Power Ranger suit. In case they do a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers in the reboot.
Am I mistaken, or was some similar design that in one of those fan work shows?
Oh, I don't know.
Which one? I can't think of the name of it right now. But
so they definitely. They're acknowledging the old suits here, right? So we definitely have an upgrade. I actually haven't read this page. Okay. So, but the thing is, they use this character model as Zach, and he looks completely different up here. See? They're not.
Who knows what the final looks like?
Yeah. So, what do you guys think about those details? We'll start with you, Maddie. What do you think about those details that we got?
Which ones?
All of them. I was about the 10 years later, what they're dealing with.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see because it seems like Kimberly's character is just kind of bored and trying to figure herself out.
Yeah.
Everybody else kind of got their life together. And besides, I'm interested to see what else Billy's doing besides just hanging out training the new set of Rangers. I mean,
Yeah, I feel like he's got to do something else.
He's got to be doing something because his intelligence is just being wasted otherwise.
Yep.
I mean, I'm excited to read it.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna start off for it. Give it a chance at first too. What do you think, Daniel?
It's definitely interesting, but I'm not sure if I'll read it. But it's definitely interesting.
You definitely keep track of what I report, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure, yeah.
I feel like that's what
I
feel like that's what most people are doing right now. Like, they go and watch Deoxy or they go watch me and see, just kind of like keep track of what is going on, or more likely they see my post of the latest updates from the series and the covers that I will post that get released, and they're like, okay, I guess they're doing that now, sort of thing. So I guess the goal is to get beyond that and get people to actually pick up the comic or download the comic, and hopefully it works out. I mean, for me, more Power Rangers is always good, right? Even though I wasn't really getting into Prime or Ranger Academy, and I really gave Ranger Academy a good chance, didn't get into them. I think it's important that there's, as long as there's more Power Rangers coming out, that's always a good thing for the franchise, and especially to have something come out and do well before the reboot comes, that would be good as well. So, any last thoughts for you guys on the comic book?
One thing I did like was I wonder if. Oh, sorry.
You, DG.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I would say that. I mean, I like the new outfits, even their casual outfits. I mean, it just looks like like they've like went through life. They doing their thing. They're on different career paths and whatnot. So and Kimberly, she looks, she's just chilling. But for the most part, I mean, it looks good. I like to see those characters, grow up, because we're so used to seeing them as teenagers, and I know we see them in Once and Always, but seeing them in the comics like this, a couple of years after they've retired as Rangers is pretty cool. So I mean, I may read the comic, I may not. Not too familiar with all the comics and everything, but I am open to learning more about this.
I would really recommend,
as well as other series.
I would recommend, one, it's going to be an issue 1, so go get the physical copy for your collection, right? So at the very least, go get the issue 1 for your collection.
Of this one.
Yep, of this one. Right?
Okay.
So I mean, I think it's important for Power Rangers collectors to have issue 1s if you can have them. So go at least support it that way. And then maybe pick up a second issue to read. Keep your pristine one, right? And then get your second issue to read. And then if you like it, cool. Or download it, or your second issue on Amazon. It's like $2.99. So download it, read it, see what you think about it, and then I think that's a good thing for Power Rangers fans to give it a good, strong chance, and at least get the issue 1. Get them to do a second printing of it. And because it's just it's good for the franchise. I think everybody here can spare about $5 to $7 for at least one issue, right?
Yeah,
so
it looks like somebody would like to do a casual cosplay with that. I think I see my wife's comment in there.
Yeah, that's fine. What do you think, Daniel? Last thoughts.
One thing, well, here's the thing. What I liked about the comics is, like, how in Mighty Morphin they would explore like Goldar's backstory, and we got Zed's and Zordon's past and stuff like that. And they touched a little bit on Mondo's a little bit, but I wish that if they do more of that, like exploring like, let's say, Divatox's history or whatever, like, because there's so much history that's been unexplored, and like it's just full of it and rich of it, like, then I'll definitely check out and get more into these, because
that might be more.
Cool.
That might be more a Power Rangers Unlimited story, because I think they're going to stick to Mighty Morphin for this one. But Power Rangers Unlimited is the second book that is coming out, and it's supposed to deal with other teams in the Power Rangers universe that are not Mighty Morphin. So it sounds like
here's the thing. I love Mighty. You can tell I love Mighty Morphin, but it's just like, it'd be nice to also explore other things we don't know as well. Like, as I said, it was cool seeing Zed's history and how he got the Seal Crystal and Zordon's thing with it. Like, it's always interesting to see stuff we haven't really seen before or
Yeah.
explored before, because as I said, there's such a deep history. But either way, I'll give this a chance when like I'm going to do the same with the reboot too. When that comes out, I'm going to give that a chance. So
Right. Maddie, last thoughts?
Man, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, anything Power Rangers being out there is good for fans. So I mean,
Right.
Right.
you know, here the line was supposed to be dead. Now it's revamped. What a
I
less
know.
than a year later, and you know, and I'm curious to see how the storyline goes. I mean, I know we tacked on, you know, the return. And I still see a future for the return to come on its own merit, and
Yeah.
have it because it ended with a great story that there's so much more backstory you could see in Nine Touch, you know, the main 5 characters, 6 characters. So yeah, I'm curious to see it. I'll definitely pick it up and give it a shot, of course. And
I'm really down for a good variant cover too. Like, I'll be totally cool for that. Especially if they get a Dan Moore variant cover, that'd be really cool. So, all right, guys, I appreciate you jumping on. I am going to end the stream, but you guys, I appreciate you, DG. Appreciate you coming on, Daniel. Appreciate you coming on, Maddie, as always.
Definitely, man.
You guys are
Thank
awesome.
you for having me. Thank you for having us.
thanks for having me on.
Appreciate you guys. All right, I'll see y'all later.
see it.
All right, guys, we will be ending the stream here. Appreciate you guys sticking with me. You guys doing my reviews, my movie reviews with me. I still have way more South by Southwest content. I gotta do the reviews with Radio Silence. I'm sorry, the interviews with Radio Silence. I gotta do the interviews with William H. Macy and Ben Wing. Got to post those things. So stick with me. We'll have things coming up. As always, we'll report things as we come. Go make sure you check out my latest video for the Spider-Man trailer breakdown. We didn't get to cover that tonight because we're only almost 2 hours in, but I'm not really down for a marathon night. But make sure to go check out the latest videos. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you are following us on Instagram and Facebook and X because we are posting there all the time. Appreciate you guys jumping on. Daniel Romano, thanks for jumping on. DJ, thanks for jumping on. Mean Green Queen, thank you for being in the chat. Alejandro, Mesozoic, of course, Maddie, thank you for jumping on. Joshua, thank you for being there. Josh, thank you for being on as well. Power Ranger Donnie, Nick, know a lot of people else. Jose jumped in at one time. Archer, Operation Spider. AZ was on it one time tonight. Donald. Appreciate all you guys for joining in tonight. You guys have a good night, and I'll see y'all later.